Shalom, shalom. Call halal Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kwadash, double honors to the other apostles and the other bishops, the great millstone, even the elders that came before them that taught us the truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word of truth and in sincerity, the hope of our tabernacle of David. And the elder Yahshuan with a quick lesson. Why did Trump cancel the bombing? Breaking, U.S.-Iran invasion paused. And then up here, surprise, Trump calls off another taco. Okay? Now, we'll come back to that, whatever that means, but let's look at this. China plans to starve Americans. Now, here's the question. Is China already at war with Babylon the Great? Well, let's see. Should we start here? This is not the World War III daily update, even though it could be. Revelation 11 and 14. Here comes China. Why? China's coming quickly. It says, the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe. World War III is coming quick. Okay, so we could start there. What was the question? Is China already fighting in World War III? Okay, what is this? China's plan to starve. Huh? Well, let's take a quick peek and see what the scriptures say. See if we can put this together. St. Matthew 24. Okay. See what old St. Matt says. Right? It says that there's war. Right? Many shall come. It says, let no man deceive you. First, war. Then what? Nation against nation, race war. What's this? This part of the war. That's part of the war. And that's part of the war too. It's all the same thing. All these are the same thing. All these are the kickoff of what? World War III. Is China fighting? There's China. China's doing what with the food? Wuhan what? Wuhan sounds like a fight, right? See it? And I'm sure they're over there testing. What we're going to ask is we're going to ask a question. Does Moab have a HARP system? Okay? Do they have the technology to cause this like we did? Right? And then that'll answer the question if China's already fighting in World War III, right? Right here. See? Hey, it's coming quickly. How quickly? Is it already here? Are they already fighting against us? Chinese drones. Da-da-da-da. Right? Let's watch this. This is 7 minutes. And to understand what's going on, right? You got to ask yourself, where's Vlad getting his drone? He's getting them from Iran or China or whatever, because they're all in it together. Ezekiel 38. Okay. China's in there too. Let's watch this. It's very informative, actually, so pay attention. Baba Kasha, Baba Kasha. Okay, bear with. Let me see. Let's see what it's going to do. Have to back it up. Look at that. Woo! Woohoo! Call off. Spiritual power. 15, 6. You're doing numerology. I'm not. Uh-oh. Come on now. Somebody's fighting. Bear with me, Bubba Shaw. Where we at? Come on.
Crunch, crunch, open. If China has its way, millions of Americans could starve. Welcome to China Uncensored. I'm Chris Chappell. You smell that? That's the smell of sulfur. I know that doesn't mean the world has ended and we're all collectively descending into hell. Then again, I feel that way every time I go on X. But no, I'm talking about sulfur because it's actually a key ingredient in phosphate fertilizer, the fertilizer we all depend on to grow our food. It's not human sacrifice anymore, I know. I was surprised too. I can't keep up with all these modern technological developments. So sulfur is very important if we want to keep feeding ourselves, something I like to do at least 16 times a day. That's how I maintain this physique. Gotta keep up with my macros, bro. Well, good news, according to the U.S. Geological Survey, America makes roughly 70% of the sulfur we need.
That's what
Makes sense the U.S. is full of fertilizer, given all the BS we have to put up with. And the rest we can easily get from Mexico and Canada, so nothing to worry about, right? Episode over. Except, this is where China comes in. And what China's doing right now is hurting Americans in their pocketbook every time they go to buy groceries. And in the worst case scenario, could lead to mass famine. What is it with communism and famine? You see, the U.S. may make 70% of the sulfur we need, but about a quarter of that is actually sold to foreign countries. Yep, should have known we'd export our BS. And can you guess where most of that goes? China! One of the biggest buyers is Yuan Tianhua Group. It's a Chinese state-owned fertilizer company, heavily subsidized by the Chinese Communist Party. It takes the raw sulfur and makes it into usable fertilizer. Another case of how Chinese industry exists by leeching off America. So while the U.S. makes plenty of sulfur, China makes most of the fertilizer. And China is weaponizing its supply chains, according to this report by the U.S.-China Economic and Security Review Commission. China is accelerating its weaponization of supply chain choke points. Basically, China is importing less from the world while making the world more dependent on its exports. You can tell they're the good guys because they have the same economic model as a crack dealer. We saw this last year when the world collectively freaked out after China put trade restrictions on rare earth elements. Basically the lifeblood of all modern tech. And if you're thinking, oh, that problem was so last year, well, China just banned rare earth exports to 14 European companies. Check.
So can you see what China is doing? When you get to the back of this, instead of watching all of it, it deals with how food is being manipulated. Okay? China's weaponizing fertilizer against American farmers.
Fertilizer against American farmers. This is bad on so many levels. Even though America makes so much sulfur, the World Bank estimates that fertilizer prices will go up by 30% this year because of all this. American farmers can't afford that. But you know who can afford it? Chinese state buyers, backed by taxpayer subsidies, can pay premiums that American fertilizer producers simply cannot match. So China buys the sulfur, hoards the fertilizer, and now we all have to pay more for food. But at least China hasn't engineered a famine. Yet. This is how China weaponizes supply chains. It's not an accident. It's not the free market. It is the deliberate actions of a hostile authoritarian regime bent on destroying America.
How? Matthew 24 and 5. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am anointed, and shall deceive many, and you shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. We got that. Is China involved in wars and rumors? You damn right. All right. See that you be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, these wars and rumors of wars. But the end is not yet, for nation shall rise against nation. There's your wars and rumors of war. And there shall be famine, a food war, pestilence, germ warfare. What happened in Wuhan? Get it? Earthquakes in diverse places. Let's ask this question. Does China, does Moab have what is equivalent to the Alaskan High Action Auroral Research Project Program. Get that right? PRO. GR. Well, something's really tightening. Program question. If you're not matter of fact, it'll dodge you. Go. Yes! Woo! And there you go. Now, this lesson is about to come to an end. Okay, because we didn't know this, but this is all we need to know. Right? Let's get this real quick. 1 Corinthians 2 and 14. But the natural man receiveth not the things of the Spirit of the Most High, for they are foolishness unto him, neither can he know them, because they are spiritually discerned. So what we did was we used the scriptures to discern that China is already at war, right, with Babylon the Great. Okay? Are they at war? Yes, they're at war. On many levels. Wuhan, let's get that real quick. Was Wuhan an attack a Chinese attack ESC attack on what else was it? if it's a bioweapon, okay, if it's a weapon and it was used on us, okay, oh, used on everybody, yep, exactly. $6. Looks like it's diverted. Wuhan coronavirus kills first. In the life of Wuhan, looks like it's scrubbed. It's probably getting a lot of play right now for Fauci and all of that. So this is scrubbed. Look. And it's not the point. Let me ask you this. And we know Fauci was involved in that particular situation, but who? I mean, still China. Are there Chinese bioweapon labs in California? Yep. Chinese bio lab. Secret Chinese biolab. Chinese nationals. Where? Here. Here. Did they have CV? Yeah. Yeah, they did. Understand? Skip one real quick. Slovakia. Got to give myself permission to move forward. Sirach 5 and 15, be not ignorant of anything in the great matter or small. Okay, so you got to know these things. Illegal Chinese lab in California. In Vegas, that's the same one. They're moving it. Huh? What? Chinese biowarfare no longer far off threat. Biolab found in U.S. neighborhood. This is 5 months ago. Understand what the hell you see. Now, let me ask you again. Okay? Let's go back here. Let me make it clear one more time. Matthew 24 and 7? Yeah. For nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines. Right? Nation against nation is a war. Famine sounds like germ warfare. We're not doing that too. Let's go ask the Vietnamese what we were spraying over there. There's stories out there, right? Everybody's got a heart. right? Who else has a harp? Does Russia have a harp, or are there just harps for different locations? Can we use the harp? We'll pay you real quick. We want to hit. We want to do a little earthquake or a hurricane right over there. Let's direct the jet stream. Okay. Can you see that? That they're making, the CDC is making these things? Not only the CDC, right here where I live. Okay. And these are just the beginning of sorrows. Okay. But China's here doing what? You name it. They're here doing it. They're not in Wuhan doing it. That was 6 years ago. They're here doing it. You tell me they're not at war. Who are they at war with? They're starving you too. Let's check the hit list of Moab. Who's your enemy, Jake? Who they coming after? Here come ooh, that shit, boy. Them rape scenes of Amalek finna knock down doors over here. That shit's scary as fuck. That's the Most High sending that hit squad. Where was I going? Of Moab. That's Ezekiel. Easy. Is it? No, it's Psalm. Salakia. Of Moab. Boom. Number 3. Not, see, you would think, right? Well, there's transatlantic. There's transatlantic. How did he get slipped up in there? He's more your enemy than him. Where's him? Him. Understand? This dude, okay, of course, there's the devil. And there's camel meat. Okay, but who, what? Even more so than nasty ass ham. The wash pot is your fucking enemy. All right, now let's go back. What the fuck is going on? Sure, they got some race-specific bio warfare going on too, right? And who's in lockstep? Who does it say is working together? Well, these motherfuckers are working together. They are Confederate. Right here. They are Confederate against you. They're together with this shit. Well, we're gonna let you set up that pestilence right there in California. Yeah. We're gonna have Ishmael over here distract you while you get down to business. And when you release that shit, it's only gonna kill the niggers. So we understand the plan. The whole scheme, top down. 2 Core 2. Lest Satan, our adversaries, all of them, every one of them, will end like that, Lord willing. 2 Corinthians 2:11, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. So in this case, this ain't talking about Esau alone. This is talking about all our adversaries. Every one of them was going to happen. all thine, and call halal, the Spirit fed me that one. Adversaries, every. This is a beautiful scripture. Jeremiah 30 and 16. Let's get it first in the KJV. Therefore, all who devour you will be devoured, and all your adversaries, every one of them. What does this word mean? Satan. All of Satan. Every and all. See, this is making it plain and clear. All who? Your adversaries. Starting on Psalm 83. Of Moab. Every one of them. Is that not clear? Will do what? Wash pots. So lucky. Jeremiah 30 and 16. Therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them, shall go into captivity. And they that spoil thee shall be a spoil, and all they, Salah, and all that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. All right, so let's read it up here. Okay. See, because they think this pertains to Amalek over there posing as us, but no, it applies to us. So keep fucking with us. Come and get us. Jeremiah 30 and 16. But all who devour you, the elect, will be devoured, and all your enemies, starting Psalm 83 and 6. All your enemies will go into exile. Those who plundered you will be plundered. All who make spoil of you, I will spoil. Okay. All your foes, your adversaries, Satan, every one of them. Right? Satan is real important. Why? Because when you go back here, Satan, we know about what Moab is up to too. Not just Esau. We know you're in California. We know you got, how do we know it's race specific? Because it says so right here. Race specific. The pestilence, the famine. Who they come to starve out? Jake. Who they come to put bugs on? That shit's race specific. You think it's not? We already know. We're reading it. We're connecting the dots. They are in cahoots against us. They ain't trying to kill each other. Exactly. That might happen. They might get some collateral damage, but really their focus is they're confederate against us. Don't be distracted. They're famine. Oh, we're going to take away all the watermelon and the chicken, starve these niggas out. Okay? We're going to pinpoint the hood, right? We're going to, right over the Bay Area, motherfucker, we're going to cause the biggest earthquake and get them niggas. Gentrify the fuck. They're doing this. They're doing these things. Let know who. Who's doing this? The devil is orchestrating all of this shit. Deceiver. Who's that? Esau. the devil. Where's that word adversary? In that case, it's talking about all our adversaries, which starts on Psalm 83. So with that, we, watch out. Here they come. Here they come. And they're going to use this. Who do you think they're going to run up and go, oh, you're sick. Come on, I ain't sick. Oh, you're sick. You got to come with us. Who they going to grab, Jake? Look at this. Add all of this up. Add it up. Add it up in the U.S. In U.S. neighborhood. No longer far off. In U.S. neighborhood. What? That sounds like projection. Who's saying this? The small hats are saying it. Here's what's coming, guys. Go back to Psalm 83. The tabernacles of Edom, starting with Amalek. Shalom.